Hello all, this is the third lecture of files. So in this lecture we'll see fgets and fputs. So this is another read and write operation, file read and write operation functions. So we have already seen the different read functions and write functions for file. So we have seen fscanf and fprintf in the previous lecture. So in this lecture we'll see fgets and fputs. So we have already seen gets function and puts function. So it is similar to that gets and puts function. So we'll see f puts function first. So this is a syntax. This is a function prototype int f puts, and the first thing is a string const char star string pointer. Then we have a file pointer. The second string is a file pointer. So it takes two parameters. First one is a string str, so it is a string and it is null terminated, and the second one is a file pointer. So what it does is it writes a string pointed to by str. So str is also a pointer, so str points to a string. So what it does is it writes a string pointed to by str into the file pointed by this fp, and it returns non-negative integer on success, EOF on error, and if there is some error, end of file will be returned. So if returns non-negative integer on success, so if it writes correctly, then it will return a non-negative integer. So this is the syntax of fputs function. Fputs, and we have two arguments. First one is a string, so string it is actually a pointer, string pointer. Then second is a file pointer. So we will see an example. Vim file 6.c. So this is an example. So we have declared a file pointer. Now we are opening this file. So you can use that checking option also, whether it is null or not. I have not included that. So I am opening a file 1.txt. This is the name of the file in write mode, and I am using this fputs. So it is similar to puts. So in puts you will be simply mentioning the string inside that. Here I am mentioning the string, comma, and the file pointer should be mentioned. File pointer will point to this file. So this hello world will be written onto this file 1.txt, and we are closing this file. So if we run this program, gcc file 6.c. Now if you run this /a.out, so that file, that hello world will be written on the file. You can see, you can open that file. So this is file 1.txt. So you can see that hello world is written inside that file. Okay. So that's fputs function. So it takes a string constant. So we have directly given that string here. Instead of that, you can give a pointer to that string also. So you have already seen put as function. Similar, it is same as that. Only thing is second argument we have to give a file pointer. Now fgets. So we have seen gets function in string. So here this is a syntax. It will return a character pointer. This function will return a character pointer. And fgets. So here if you see, it returns an integer value. If it is correct, it returns non-negative integer on success. So it will return a non-negative integer. If it is as an error, EOF will be returned. End of file will be returned. So here fgets function, the return is a character pointer. Then it takes three arguments. One is character star str, one is the pointer, first str pointer, then n, and a file pointer. So we will see what is this str, n, and fp. So it has three parameters: a character array str, maximum number of characters to be read. How many characters that should be read? It will be represented using n. So in that file there will be several characters. So how many characters we want to read? So we have to mention n, and we have to mention the file pointer, which file we have to read from. So it reads from the file pointer fp into the array. It will be stored in this str. So this will be stored, whatever it is there, it will be stored in this str until any one of these happens. number of characters read equal to size minus 1. So if any of these things happen, it will stop. One is number of characters read equal to size minus 1. Size means the total number of elements in that file. Or slash n is read. The character slash n is added to str. If slash n is added to str, if there is a slash n character in that file, then if it reaches that, then it will stop. Then EOF, end of file, is reached or an error occurs. Then after completing this operation, slash 0 will be added automatically to str if no error. So what it does is it reads from the file and it copies to that str. Okay, it will be copied to that str and it will stop copying. When it stops copying, number of characters read equal to size minus 1. Size means this n minus 1. So this is actually n minus 1. When the size reaches n minus 1 means it has read all the strings. And slash n is read or slash n. When slash n is there in the str and it is written, it will stop. End of file is reached or an error occurs. So after completing all these operation and finally the slash 0 will be added to str. You know the str should be string should be terminated with a slash 0. So a slash 0 will be added to the end. And it returns null on error or end of file. Otherwise, it returns a pointer to str. We know it is a pointer that should be returned. So it returns a pointer to the string will be returned. So we can read whatever it is there. We can display it in the terminal also. So you'll see an example. So GCC file, sorry, vim file 7.c. So here I have declared a pointer. Now I have declared a character array text. Now I am opening fopen. I am opening file, the previous file. Whatever I have written hello world in this file, I am opening that file in read mode. Now you can check whether it is opened null or not. You can check. I have not included that statement. Now you are using this printf statement. Printf percentage s, you are printing this into the terminal. Whatever you read, you are trying to print. So whatever you read, so what you should print is, it is a string. So this function will return a string. You know, it will return a string. So whatever it is, this function returns will be printed onto the terminal. So f gets function, and inside this you have three parameters. One is text comma 200. It specifies the number of characters that should be read, and fp. So what it does is fp points to this file1.text. So it reads file1.text. It reads 200 characters, first 200 characters, and it will be copied to this text. Okay, it will be copied to that text and it will be ended with slash n, and that string will be printed as output. Okay, so you can separate. You need not do this. You can use another string array or character array to store the output, and you can finally display it also. So what I have done is I have already placed this inside this printf statement itself. So what it does is it reads the text from the file. It reads whatever it is there in the file pointer. It will be pointing to this file. It will read one by one the characters one by one into this text. Text is an array, so it will be stored in this text. It will read the first 200 characters, or whenever this end of file is reached. Whenever this end of file is reached, here there won't be any 200 characters since it contains only hello world. After hello world there will be an end of file. EOF terminator will be there, so it will read only hello world. So even though 200 characters are not there in hello world, so only hello means 5, 6, 11 characters are there. So only after reading 12 characters, the 12th will be an end of file statement. So it will stop reading the text. Then slash n will be copied to the last as the last character in text. Then that will be printed as output. Okay, we will see this sk. Now I'll compile this GCC file 7.c. Okay, now if you run this, you can see hello world will be printed. So it is reading that and you are printing it in the terminal. Okay, now if you want, you can see what happens if I reduce the number of lines here. So here the size I have specified as 200. Now I'll remove that 200. I will specify as 5. I'll specify as 5. What happens? We'll see what happens. Now I'll compile it again. When I print this, only first three characters will be printed because I have specified the size as 5. So 5 minus 1 means 4. Only 4 characters, up to 4 characters. So HEL will be printed, and the fourth character 0, 1, 2, 3, and the fourth character will be slash 0. That is why we will get only 3 characters here. HEL, only HEL will be there. Okay, what I have done is I have reduced the size to 4. So 4 means only 3 characters. HEL, only 3 characters will be taken. Size minus 1. That is 4 minus 1, it is 3. So only first 3 characters will be read. Then after that, slash 0 will be added and HEL will be printed. Even though the file contains hello world, the full thing won't be printed. So if you want to print the full thing, then the size should be specified as such. So if you specify more than size 500, 600 also, no problem. So it will terminate when that EOF file is reached, end of file is reached. So if we see this file, so after hello world, there will be an end of file. So even if we specify 200 and all, it won't read 200 characters. It will read only the first characters, and after that there will be an end of file terminated here. We won't be able to see it is in binary. So if we see that end of file, it will stop automatically. Okay, that is why when we specify 200, it is reading only hello world and displaying the output as such. Okay, so in the previous So in the previous here we can see that even though we have specified 200, only the first 11 characters, hello, 5, 6 and 5, 11 characters are read because after 11 characters it is end of file. So it is terminated there. Okay. So that's all about fgets and fputs. Thank you.